Hi, my name is Carly Roseanna and welcome back to my channel. I have just had a nice clean and tidy of my sewing space, so I thought that's a perfect opportunity to show everyone my space and talk about the pieces I've got. I don't know if anyone finds these videos boring, but I find them really interesting. When I was buying my house especially, I love to look at what other people had to see what I wanted to sort of put in my house. There's quite a lot of IKEA in here, which I think is quite common for sewing spaces, but also I find that IKEA furniture, like storage solutions, tend to work really well. And obviously I've had a lot of things to buy for the house, so I didn't want to fork out on massively expensive pieces of furniture. But this is probably like one of the most put together rooms in my house. I'd love to do something in the future with the walls and things because they're quite plain at the moment, but it's not my biggest priority right now. I would try and link anything that I can in the description box below. If you have any questions on anything that I show you today, just pop me a comment and I'll see if I know the answer. See if I can get back to you. So yeah, let's get started. This room also doubles as like a dressing room, so it's like a multi-purpose room, so you'll see that as we go around, but I thought I'd just let you know. Right, let me spin the camera around and I can show you what we've got going on. So as you walk in, I've got this massive wardrobe. This is an IKEA Platzer system, and it works perfectly for me. I love it. So I've been able to sort of design inside, which I'm not going to be showing you today, but you get the gist. See what I've got my iron here, which I sort of set out over here when I need it. So yeah, that works out really well for me as well. Obviously the plug sockets are there. I'm going to go around this way. So this is the cutting table. There's lots of different cutting table styles I've seen sort of with this Kallax system, but I went with this one because I didn't want to put wheels on because I've got carpet, so it's probably not going to wheel very well. And then obviously if I had the boxes, like the 2 and the 3, I wouldn't be able to get to the boxes. So over here, you can see I've got small scraps and large scraps. I tend to put anything under 2.5 inches in the small scraps, but if I can think I can make a 2.5 inch square out of it, then it will go into large scraps. And I don't tend to do too much with them at the moment, but I'm not very good at letting go. And then over here you can see I've got any sewing or crochet books that I own, little steamer, ironing bits and bobs. And then down here I have crochet, not crochet, cross stitch, embroidery, all my threads, hoops and things like that. On top of my cutting table I have 2 projects that I've been working on, but I'm on a bit of a stalemate at the moment. So this is a wildwood jacket, and I've run out of the thread, so I need to get more thread. And this is a poker knit pullover, which I didn't have interfacing for, so I have now ordered the interfacing, so I can crack on with that one. I still need to get some thread for that one. I'm very good at forgetting notions. And then obviously everybody's got a little bit of a dumping area, so I've got a little suitcase and a sewing machine case under there because I currently have nowhere else to put them. Then as we come over here, I have got a Kallax unit. So on the top is all of my patterns in some sort of little categories, a random lamp that I need to figure out what I'm doing with, and then these 2 are my main fabrics. I'm trying to keep it to the 2 at the moment, but we'll see how that goes. I will try and do a video showing you my fabrics soon. And then this one is remnants. So these have all been used for projects, and they're sort of 1 meter or so spares. I'm not really sure what to do with a lot of them. So let me know if you have any projects or any patterns that sort of use small amounts of fabric. And this square at the moment is a bit random. This is upholstery fabric that my sister gave me that I'm probably going to make some cushions out of, but I'm not too sure yet. And then the bottom section is fabrics I've bought for a quilt. I'll probably share that process with you when I start making that. And then I've got some quilting rulers and some quilting stuff in there. Then I've got my project bags for my current projects here. These 2 boxes, this one is obviously I do other crafts as well, so that's like pens and calligraphy stuff, and yeah, anything to do with colouring books, pens, things like that. And then the one underneath, which I don't think I can open right now, but it's not that exciting, is like candle making stuff, I do believe. So yeah, wax, moulds, stuff for candle making. And then under here is just some batting and a box at the moment, just hidden behind these little doors. And this one is just random stuff like a printing kit, bag of interfacing, pattern tracing kit, and I think there's some scrunchies I made and stuff in there. So yeah, just things that I need about, but I don't need everybody to be seeing them. Nice. I use this little basket for like the next fabric that I want to wash, so I'll chuck it in there, and then I know that it needs to be washed soon. This little random junk corner over here. This box is actually like a kit I got from Hobbycraft to make like a mat. I love buying kits, but I don't get through them very easily. And then I've just got like interfacing, my tripod, more interfacing, just in that corner over there. This box is, again, as I said, kits for different things. I've got embroidery kits. Spin that one around. Another one. Another one. Yeah, so a few different kits that need to be made up in there. I have all my sort of random like craft supplies in here. Paints, glue sticks, loads of just random stuff for crafting. This box is anything that sort of needs repairs or altering, anything I've had issues with it. A lot of the stuff in there is like summer stuff, so I'm going to try and get through that sort of like April, May time, so that it's all ready for the summer. And then I did used to do a lot of macrame. I haven't really touched it for a long time, but the stuff is in this box at the moment. I might destash it at some point because it's just going to waste, but yeah. So that's the other side of my Kallax. Then we come round here. I've got a nice big window next to my sewing space, and then I've got the two Alex drawers with a tabletop from IKEA, and the chair's also from IKEA, but I do want to get a different one that's more ergonomic soon. Just random stuff on my desk that obviously is useful. Coaster, pin dish, pot of pens and pencils, and notepad. The fan. Then I've got my scissors hung up there, pins, quilting pins, safety pins, clips, and then like all of my like fabric chalks, heat erasable pens and things like that. And then I tend to sort of like have my instructions for my current project clipped on there as well. I'll come back to my machines in a moment. This light I got from Amazon, and like you can light up both sides with a different array of lights. Obviously in the UK it can get dark, and yeah, it's really handy, and it moves about as well to wherever you want it to go. Then I have my overlocker. I do try and keep my covers on my machine on my overlocker just to stop it from getting dusty. Or now I'm causing myself issues. My overlocker here is the Janome 802 DG. I got this secondhand. It does what it needs to do. I probably don't know the full capabilities of my overlocker, but I mainly obviously use it to finish my edges, and that's what it does. And I just quilted this little practice quilt block and put it under because then it helped me pull it forward and things, and also help with noise reduction. And so over this side is sort of, as I said, like my little beauty stations. I've got my mirror, perfumes, and the drawers down there are like beauty stuff in there, so I don't need to show you that. Then I have this really big, annoying, awkward printer, but I do tend to do A4 patterns and stick them together. So I did want to keep my printer. So I bought this unit recently to put that on so that I could use it. And then I've got a little mannequin. She's one of those adjustable ones. I would love to have a custom one at some point, even if it's one I make myself, but it's just not a priority right now. Little recycling bin down there. And then in here is a bit just shoved some stuff in there at the moment. So I've got my iron, sort of my papers and printer stuff, camera bits, and then at the bottom is all my wools and any sort of like wool crochet supplies. So this is my sewing machine. I did want to get a backup machine, but it's not, again, a priority at the moment. So this is the machine I'm using, which I have actually seen a few different YouTubers have got this machine recently. I really love it. The only issue I've had with it is like if something's a bit too thick, then it is not happy. But like buttonholes, all of those types of things, it's been really good with. And this is the Brother in Abyss F560. So there might be a little bit of a lighting change here. Things might have changed a bit because I forgot to show you what was in these drawers and I wanted to. So let's have a look. In this top drawer is sort of like my main sewing supplies. So we've got spare needles, feet for my machine, and here as well there's like different feet for the machine, measuring tapes, and then like gauges, scissors, a brush sometimes I use to like clean off my overlocker, threaders, just random little bits and bobs that I'll need, my like overlocker scissors, point turner, and then like down here I've got loop turners and needles that I use, oh nice bit of thread, needles that I use to turn things over, and like other random sewing bits as well. And then the next one I have all my threads. I got this nice little thread box thing, probably from Amazon, but my moon threads don't fit in there, which is a bit annoying because that's what I tend to prefer. Bobbin cases, some more pins and things, and some overlocker threads back there. There's lots of room in these drawers, which is a good thing but also a bad thing because it means I've got room to purchase things. As I said, I went from quite a small space to a lot of space, so I'm slowly building up my stash. Then I've got all like my hot hammers, rulers and things there, my labels in these dividers, little bits like strap binders, buttons, there's more like different buttons there, like jeans buttons, eyes for crochet animals, like poppers, buttons, bias binding maker back there. Then the next one I have elastics and zips, all in various different sizes. I'm really good at forgetting to buy notions and then starting a project and remembering that I need these things for it. So I need to try and like build a stash up. And then here, bias bindings, random things, straps, ribbons, what else, like random elastics, and more ribbons at the back there. So yeah, basically all of my notions and things are in this set of drawers. So that is my sewing space. I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like I rushed through it and spoke really quickly, so I'm really sorry. And also, like, I am new to this, so I don't know if the filming is is any decent. I felt like I didn't want it to be boring because it was just me sort of talking, showing things. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And as I said, if you have any questions about anything in today's video or anything that I showed you, then let me know and I will try and either like find a link for you or answer questions, whatever it is. So this is like my first proper video on my channel, so I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribe. You know, if there is anything you want to see from me, then let me know. I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.